Bartholomew Barty Bumble was not your average demon. Oh, he had the horns, all right. They perched atop his head, always slightly askew. And his tail? It twitched with an almost embarrassing enthusiasm whenever he felt a flicker of excitement. But what truly set Barty apart was his undying devotion to Earl Grey tea. He brewed it with a meticulousness that bordered on the obsessive. Each cup was a ritual, a symphony of aroma and flavor. He swore it was the bergamot, the way it danced on his tongue, soothing his demonic anxieties. Whatever the reason, Barty and his tea were inseparable. Ah, he'd sigh, cradling the warm mug in his clawed hands. A spot of Earl Grey, just what the infernal pitfire ordered. It was this peculiar habit that made his current predicament all the more absurd. He, Barty Bumble, connoisseur of fine teas, was on a mission for his king, a mission involving bananas. King Oberon the Magnificent was not known for his subtlety. He was a flamboyant ruler, prone to pronouncements delivered with a theatrical flourish. And his crown, well, it wasn't your typical arrangement of gold and jewels. No, Oberon preferred a crown of a different sort. It was fashioned entirely of bananas. Not just any bananas, mind you. These were slightly overripe, bordering on the brown and mushy. The scent alone was enough to make a lesser demon gag. Yet, Oberon wore it with an almost religious fervor. "Bananas!" he would boom, his voice echoing through the cavernous halls of their infernal palace. "They are the key to our destiny." Barty, sipping his tea discreetly, would nod along. He wasn't entirely sure what the king meant, but the conviction in his voice was, well, impressive. Barty, despite his reservations about the whole banana business, was a loyal subject, and deep down he couldn't help but be swept up in Oberon's enthusiasm. The king had a vision of a world where bananas reigned supreme, banana-based prosperity, Oberon would declare, brandishing a particularly ripe specimen. A world powered by potassium. Barty imagined it. Banana-powered carriages, banana-fueled furnaces, banana-flavored everything. It was utterly ridiculous, of course, but there was a certain charm to the absurdity of it all. "Yes, Your Majesty," Barty would murmur, hiding a smile behind his teacup. "Bananas it is." Oberon's latest decree was a doozy, even by his standards. He decided that the key to achieving his banana-based utopia was to integrate Limbo into Earth. Why? The reasoning was, as always, a bit vague. Limbo is rich in banana potential, Oberon had proclaimed, pacing back and forth. "We must merge the realms, unleash the bananas." And so Barty found himself tasked with this bizarre mission. Operation Banana Integration, as it was officially, and rather unimaginatively dubbed, was a go. Right then Barty muttered to himself, reviewing the absurdly complicated plans. Time to meddle in the affairs of mortals. The plan, as Oberon had explained it between bites of banana, was surprisingly specific. It involved opening a series of ethereal gates that would connect Limbo and Earth. These gates, unfortunately, required a rather unorthodox power source. "We need sacrifices," Oberon had announced, licking banana mush from his fingers. 4 Earth generals, to be precise. Barty had choked on his tea. Sacrifices? Generals? Isn't that a tad extreme, even for us? Oberon, however, was undeterred. Extreme? Nonsense! It's all in the name of progress, and so Barty found himself on Earth, tasked with the unenviable task of acquiring 4 unsuspecting generals for a ritual they knew nothing about.